Right, we're back again. This is all solid. I have tightened the truss rod, and at the moment the neck has got a slight bend in it, which is delightful. That is it all sealed down. If you remember in my last episode, that screw broke. But what I'm going to actually do now is this piece of wood I've shaped, it's maple, same as the neck. It's going to fit in there. It's not fitted yet. It's almost there, but I'm going to sand it down gradually to make it fit in there, right? Now, to get it down as far as possible, what I'm going to do is grind the heads off that just to take the rounded edge off it. Just to take the rounded edge. I'm going to leave the flap. I'm going to leave this part here flat, just about take a little millimeter. That gives me a little bit more room to maneuver when I put this on. So the theory is when I get this to perfect fit that I'll use wood glue here, 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 but I'll use some more JB weld on the other side of this wood because it stuck fairly well from metal to wood on my test. So the theory is that it'll be two glues, wood tight bond all around there, and this will be with JB weld. I may have to shape underneath a little bit to get it down, maybe not, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on high. Once I do get it in there, you'll see that it's going to be that high off the fretboard. And this, can you see anything? No, you can't see anything. It's going to be that. So I'm going to have to, when I glue it in, it's going to be glued in too thick. And then I'm going to shape it down to where I want it and give it a bit of a roundness to it. So that's maple, good strong maple. So that's going on there when I shape it. Just going to sand it down each side and it just should fall in there. Right, here we go. I don't know whether this is going to work. I must tell you that. I don't know. But I'm going to put some tight bond, JB weld there, and just let it go over the edges a bit. JB weld was very good, I must admit, with wood, so that might just do it on its own, but I'm not taking that chance. I'm going to put tight bond on as well. I don't want it to go in there, but I don't actually think this neck will ever be adjusted again. It might, but this guitar is more of a memento than it is a working guitar, because it's the very first bass guitar this gentleman ever had, and it has some memories for him going way back. He was able to tell the story about when he bought it and everything. So the thing is to get this working. It doesn't have to be working to a miraculous sort of bass guitar style, but right, so there's the I'm only going to put this on one side too. I'm not going to put it on the other side of the wood because I don't want run over. Actually, if I really wanted to stick, but what I want to be able to do is control where it goes. I don't want it going in there. So let's just stick it to one side of this, because if I put it on the other side, then you might get squeezed through going into that. And when I do it this way, at least I know how much I got on, and there will be some squeeze through, but I think I can control that, and then I'm only myself to blame. Right, so I don't want you going near that little bit. I don't mind you going up there. I don't want you going near the middle if I can help it. So don't mind over the edge. Right, let's just put a little drop there and in there. As I say, this is all completely experimental. Whether it works or not's another thing. I deliberately didn't want to put the whole covering on because I wanted the edges to be ultra smooth. So when I put this on, it'll sort of snap into place like that. And then I'll put on I'm going to put in 4 clamps on this, but none of them are going to be ultra tight. There's going to be one there. Right, I don't want you moving. Thank you. I don't want you moving. Did you move there? I hope not. Right. Another one there. Let me just give you another squeeze. That's it. Another one there. I'm wanting 4. Right, there's a squeeze there and a squeeze there. I'm wanting the sides to be squeezed a little bit too. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but it's going to only be a gentle squeeze. Right, let's just see. I've got some time to work with it, so not the end of the world. Funny, these little cheap clamps, I like them so much. Eh? I suppose for this kind of thing it's perfectly good, but no, that's not going to hold. So am I doing actually, is this what actually I need? Because is that going to bend down around the, yeah, that's tight. But I think I would like more. I want more clamps. No, that's sliding off. That's tight, and that's tight. But if that's tight and that's tight, why do I need it to the side? So let's just put more pressure on and get it back into the metal again. I wanted 4, I ain't getting 4. Right, okay, that's very tight down. You know, I'm actually going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to be sanding a lot, but I'm going to stick some wood glue down the sides. This is cheating. This is belt and braces. This shouldn't be happening. But what? Anything that gives just that little bit more. Doesn't matter about the messiness of it because I'm going to sand that all down. I'm going to wipe it anyway. Is anybody out there shouting that I should have shaped it first and just set it in? If you are, I can understand. The problem is that if I shape it and it's so fragile, the wood, then it'll be more prone to crack when I put the clamps on. So this way here, it'll be hopefully solid on the guitar, and I can shape it down to the wood and it won't fracture. Right, okay. This is all maple, all maple. Right, okay, that's it. So we now wait. Okay. I can't think of a better way to do this. So I put a piece of metal on that fret. I'm going to use a hand sander to bring it down to the height of the metal, which is about a 1/16 of an inch, and then from then onwards I'll have to use a hand sander. I have bent the piece of metal to the shape, so I'm going to go round from side to side. This is nerve-wracking in a way because it's an unusual fix and I don't have much leeway. Let's have a look. As you can see from the dust, we're getting somewhere. Where we're getting, I'm not sure. I don't mind leaving it high there because I can take that down by hand, but I want to do the majority of the work at the sides, getting the sides down without touching the existing fret. I want to get it down as low as I can. I think I'm going to change this, so I'll just take that off, get a new one. I bought a few hundred of these. I think I'm going to use a rough one, not P40. Let me just see what I've got. There's P80, P180. I think will be just about right. Right, okay, and off we go again. Okay, patience, patience, patience. No stories now. I'm just too noisy to tell you stories. Just see, still about a 32nd of an inch there, and maybe just 1/16 still there. You know, let's just, don't want to take it down too far. Still a little bit more to go. Okay, let's just keep going. Right, okay. Right, okay, I knew this wasn't going to be easy. I think that I don't have one. You know, one of these little finger, you can take you can take shavings off, you put a little brass thing on your finger and shave it. Well, that's quite close all around there. It's still a lot there, and it's still a bit in the middle, so I'm going to take some more off here. Right, okay. Believe it or not, I'm going to change that again. I've got a slightly better quality that's slightly better with a detachable frontispiece. Believe it or not, I can't see as clearly as I'd like. Let me put some more light on. That's a little bit brighter. Yeah, we're getting there. What I worry about is any show through from there, but look at that little crack. Well, we'll have to patch it. I don't know whether it'll be really bad or not. Ouch, it's hot. Right, okay. You can smell it a little bit. Right, we're nearly down to the level of the fret. Do you see the way that's fracturing at the edge? I think I know what that reason was, because the saw cut was uneven. But that can be fixed. I've got lots of sawdust. Right, okay, let's get on this side. Right, okay. Right, let's just see where we are. Now we're pretty close down. We're pretty close down. Look at the way that's all raggedy. It can be fixed. It's not the end of the world. It still needs to come down. Let me just see with this. Yes. There's not much in that now. I'll just take this little bit off the middle here. Right, okay. That was a bad cut on my part that made that happen. I'm not overly worried though, because I can fix that. That's smooth. That's smooth. Theoretically it could come down a little bit more. Let me just check. I'm not going to bring it down anymore. I'm not. I'm going to try to fix this now. And I need to fix. Actually, if I put the, look at that there. How did that happen? That's me making a bad cut on the underside. Right, what I'm going to do is put the fret in first. Refret there, and then I'll put in some sawdust and wood glue. Just needs a little bit more. Let's just do a little bit more. Take that off and replace it, because I've got some little diamond squares that I can replace it with. But they're clever enough to know that that's the main part of the, when a person's the press down there. Now I'm level, but I just want a little bit more on each side. I know I'm touching the fretboard now, but I just want a little bit more to take those lines away. Stop, 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 stop. That's enough. Now, look at this here, eh? That feels good. It's a little bit high in the middle. Little bit high. One more to go. Now that must stop now. I must stop. Now, look at that there. Yeah, right, okay, that was a bad cut by me. I'll tell you what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try something that I haven't tried before. I've never had the try before. I'm going to use my little stick of titanium for glue. Right, okay. And where did I do with that? Right, okay. Right, okay. I'm going to put it in there. Can you guess what I'm going to do? I think you can. I think you can guess what I'm going to do. Right, okay. This is going to ruin the sanding thing, but I don't care. Let me just turn that round. Ruin the sanding disc, but who cares? Okay, let's see what happens. Let that go in. Harden 24 hours. That feels nice. A little bit high in the middle. How far can I go down? I need to go down a bit more. I'm afraid to go down anymore in case I hit that metal bar, but okay, well, I'm leaving it now. I'm not going to touch it. Not even going to clean it, because I want that glue to soak up the sawdust and turn hard. So I go wash my hands and make a cup of tea. So we have moved on a bit since the last you were here. We've got the strings on, we've got the fretboard down, we've got this nut filed down. It's a plastic nut, unfortunately, but it does the job. We've got an excellent action. Let me just see if I can let you see the action. Can you see the action there, Doc? Oh, of course. It's hard to. Oh, here we go. Right. Okay. I think you can see the action's pretty excellent the whole way along. If I try to keep it in focus, because I'm trying to look at a skinny little camera thing, but you can see the action's pretty good. Actually, very good the whole way along. Now, the owner was here today and played a little sample on it before. I haven't finished by any means. I've still got some. I'm going to gloss that neck. I'm going to make it high gloss. But he played a little sample today, and so I'll put that on at the end of the video. But all I have to do now is gloss that neck, tidy up there. I can't do much with these music things. The whole thing's working very well. I showed you the action. And it's sounding, it's a really powerful bass. The pickups on these are brilliant, really stand up above standard pickup. It's a big massive pickup. Let me just move it around for you so you can see it. You've already seen it, haven't you? Right, anyway, what am I showing you it again for? But that's a massively powerful pickup. So overall, it's almost ready. I've got some body work to do, neck. I've got that ding to take out, and I've got that ding to fix, and then I'm going to polish the guitar, because the guitar was sprayed and it wasn't polished properly and it's been left dull. Now, the owner said something very nice. He said he's taken this to several luthiers and they couldn't fix it, and I did say to him that I don't think it's actually something to do with the luthiers. I think it has to do with somebody who's prepared to take risks. And when I chopped a hole in it, you saw how nervous I was about it. But we discovered that the problem was in the neck. And that's a good solid. Now, that's good and solid. I just now have to spray. And I'm going to let nature take its time to colour that. Because you can see it's slightly wider. But I'm going to let nature take its throw. Because that's exactly the same maple as the neck. And the interesting thing, I don't think you can see it here. Let me just see if you can see it. Interesting thing is the grain in the maple actually matches the grain of the neck going down. So I'm going to do that and come back to you and show you the guitar, the bass guitar, when it's finished. There you go. This baby's going home to its daddy this afternoon. And whilst it's not brand new looking, it's looking a lot better than it did when it came in. I might even show you a quick clip of what it looked like when it came in. Really what this guitar needs is a complete respray. I've done a bit of a repair there for the big ding that was on the side, and on the other side of this brute, this thing, it's looking a lot better too, but it does need a respray. I fixed a large ding that was there, if you remember, and on the back. I do think I'm going to try to recommend him to get a respray done of the body. You can see, I wish there was more I could do to those, but I can't. I just stopped the rust. But there are some issues there with this is lumpy, which means that these have gone slightly rusted, I think, inside and split the wood a bit. They'll last another 100 years, but at the same time, I think that the body needs to be completely stripped and redone again. So there you go. It's going home to Daddy. And Daddy's going to play a little tune now. He played it before I did any more work to it, but he's going to play a little sort of run or two on it.